Hello and good day everyone, how's it going? I'm Sean David, welcome back to a brand new episode. Let's talk some old school NBA. In today's episode, I want to talk about how Dennis Rodman kept Shaquille O'Neal at 0 points with an incredible defense performance. But before we get to that, I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreons. Thanks a lot you guys for supporting the show, it's really appreciated. If you want to support this show, please check out my Patreon account. Alright you guys, enough said, let's dive right into today's episode.
Look out. Rodman and O'Neal with a shove on Rodman. Let's see how the officials handle this one.
The lead is 3. In and out. Rodman rebound, timeout Chicago. And Percy knocks the ball away. Be careful. Here comes O'Neal. And I tell you,
of course, Shaquille O'Neal sitting out the last two. And that is called on Shaquille. It's an offensive foul.
He knows that he can't play me one-on-one. I mean, the rules is one arm, an arm has to be halfway. I mean, he puts 2 hands in the back and a knee in the crotch. You still can't hold me. So, I mean, but this is not a Dennis Rodman Shaq thing.
Now let me take you back to the early 1990s when Shaquille O'Neal joined the Orlando Magic and became the most dominant force of modern NBA history. When Shaquille O'Neal was drafted with the first pick in the 1992 NBA draft by the Orlando Magic, the entire league was shaking. It's been a while that a rookie came into the league and automatically destroyed everything that was standing in his way. Even though the Orlando Magic were a relatively new franchise, everybody could see that Shaq and his team would be a force to reckon with. Even the best bigs in the league, like for example a Patrick Ewing, Hakeem Olajuwon and David Robinson, had their hands full with this sensational and powerful young big.
Scores. 8 out of 10 from the floor by Mike Price. He's got 20. A steal.
Back to him. Yes,
Yes! Shaquille!
back to him. Way to set him up, Scottie Pippen. We've been waiting on that. Great pass, Scottie Pippen. Yeah! I love it.
This, what I'm about to tell you, was really a fact. Players really called in sick just so that they don't have to play against Shaquille O'Neal. Can you believe it? So when teams would prepare for games when they would play against the Orlando Magic, they would devise the legendary Hack a Shaq tactic to put Shaq on the free throw line in order to at least stand a chance. Now let me fast forward to the year 1995. While Shaquille O'Neal was already the most dominant big together with Hakeem Olajuwon, there would be another team that would make a lot of noise. I'm of course talking about the Chicago Bulls and their newly acquired Dennis Rodman, who was already known to be one of the best defenders of all time. Now when the Bulls would play the Orlando Magic, Dennis Rodman would get the job to defend Shaquille O'Neal. Even though he was a lot smaller, he would do a sensational
Dennis
job.
Rodman has had some success with playing Shaq. Even though Dennis only weighs about 218 pounds, he has a strong low base, able to push Shaq a little bit further out than he wants. No double team came there. If the double is going to come, it's going to come from the strong side of the floor, from the passer that enters into Shaq.
In 1996, Shaq joined the Los Angeles Lakers and was setting the base for a future dynasty. But the current dynasty were the Chicago Bulls with Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, and of course an incredible supporting cast. Seeing the Bulls playing the Lakers was always a treat, but not always for Shaq. The game that I want to talk about was from the 17th of December in 1996. The Bulls were steamrolling through the league and the Los Angeles Lakers were a powerhouse in the Western Conference. And in the first half of the game, the Los Angeles Lakers were destroying the Chicago Bulls, and especially Shaq was taking the Bulls bigs apart.
Small forward, Scottie Pippen.
Back it goes to O'Neal. The little jump is good. Expected back in January. Suffered that shoulder problem while body surfing in the Pacific Ocean.
Nice move baseline for Shaquille O'Neal. Now Jones back up and on the floor. And O'Neal, nice pass, and it's good. Expanded now in the final 2 minutes of the first quarter. O'Neal, give and go, beauty. 12-point lead. And Scottie Pippen. Kukoc now guarding O'Neal. But it doesn't matter.
That was a switch. The Bulls put Kukoc on Shaq, put Bill Wennington on Shaq, DK Simpkins. Well, it didn't work. 25 points in the first half just by Shaq alone. At one point, the Lakers were leading by 22. So in the first minute of the second half, Shaq dropped 4 points on Bill Wennington before Phil Jackson finally reacted and put Dennis Rodman on Shaq. And Rodman did what Dennis Rodman does best, defend the hell out of Shaq.
Didn't get any help from teammates back there. All right, Van Exel with a lob under the Shaq. It's off his hands. It'll go to Kukoc. Kukoc times. I guess he had no choice. Jones takes it in low to Shaq. He's against Rodman. Bounce out in front of Van Exel. Dribble drive in deep. He ought to make that one. He blew it. He blew it. Rodman's just reporting the game. He made a bad pass. The ball goes in low to Shaq. Shaq holds it up to be double teamed. Out in front of Scott. To Jones. The three-pointer won't be close. Hit the bottom of the backboard.
Nice total so far tonight. He's got 27 points and 9 rebounds. He's made 12 out of 18 from the field. 23 of those 27 in the first half.
Throws the ball all the way to the baseline in the corner to Shaq. Boy, that pass has to be accurate. Shaq driving, comes in deep. Did he travel? No. Did he get fouled? No. Rebound is up. It goes to service time at United Center in the Windy City. Ball into Shaq. He's due for a basket. He comes in deep and gives to Kersey. 20-footer by the veteran. Not close. Rebound is off. Rodman's got it. Rodman in the rebound department now is 13. What defense? Lakers lead it by just 8. That's the closest Chicago's been. Van Exel throws it out on the front court. Cross-court pass to Campbell. 2:35 play. Shaq's only got 2 baskets in the half. Pass knocked away and out of bounds by Jordan.
One of the problems.
Jones has got it. He's going to have trouble getting it in. Bad pass. Horrible pass. Foul is on Shaq. 2 free throws coming.
With the steal, Pippen with the shot. Yeah, and great defense by the Bulls. Smart foul by Shaquille O'Neal. Another guy who's not a great free throw shooter that no one talks about is Scottie Pippen. 60% for the season.
Shaquille O'Neal has not scored a point since very early in the third quarter. He's got 27. Maybe this is his time. The front court. Van Exel yo-yoing up and down, probably glad that there's no pressurizing the ball in the front court. Now the ball to Shaq. Shaq throws it away. Here we go. Pippen's got it. Give to Brown. Brown under the Jordan. Shot no good. Rebound to Campbell. Shot no good. Rebound to Shaq. 4 minutes to play. This is the strangest game in certain spots that you'll ever see. Ball into Shaq. 15 on the clock. Out to Kersey. Kersey in the overtime. Van Exel. Van Exel stops outside. Three-pointer is straight. In and out. Rebound hit by Campbell out to Jones. Three-pointer. No good again. Rebound is up. Timeout is called by Rodman. Oh, that stupid Rodman. His teammates wrestling to the floor. Jordan picks him up by his jersey. Said, "You want to cost us the ball game?" Boy, he could have cost his team the game. He got kicked out of the game? I don't think so. No.
The Bulls came back from a 22-point deficit to get the game into overtime. Dennis Rodman hitting 2 crucial free throws, but even more important, he kept Shaquille O'Neal at only 3 shot attempts from the 22nd minute onwards, including the overtime. Incredible. Now, you can say about Dennis Rodman what you want with all the crazy stuff that he has been doing, but when it comes to basketball and especially to defense, there's no one better than Dennis the Worm Rodman. Alright, you guys, that was it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and also leave a like if you enjoyed the content. I'll see you next time on the Basketball Time Machine. Take care and goodbye.
This show is brought to you by Jam Time Machine Radio, the finest of old school black and pop music. Check out www.jamtimemachine.com and listen to non-stop old school black and pop music. Jam Time Machine Radio. more than just music.